Listen up, golf fans. Some LIV Golf excitement is afoot because according to everyone's favorite source, Handicap 54, 7 new golfers have been added to the LIV circuit. We know we're pretty excited to find out who they are, aren't you? So join in our speculation and let's figure out which names we'll be seeing next in the series roster. Starting with the obvious, Cameron Smith, whose name has long been part of the rumor mill to be part of the LIV Golf series. This rumor was recently confirmed by multiple sources, including ESPN's Mark Schlabach and Telegraph Sport. Even Smith himself all but confirmed the news last week at Sky Sports. Rumor has it he's accepted a $100 million deal to join the tournament. This comes as no surprise because have you seen how much money that is? Plus, after receiving a 2-stroke penalty for a rule infraction before the FedEx Cup last week and being forced out of this week's BMW Championship, this just seems like the right move for him. And obviously, a win for LIV to have such a talented player on their roster instead of PGA. In fact, all the other 6 players are also said to have played on the PGA Tour this year and are top-range golfers. So who are these other names we're talking about? There's Mark Leishman, of course, whose entry in LIV was confirmed by Cameron Percy at the RSN radio station in Australia. He revealed that both these players, Smith and Leishman, have signed lucrative deals with the Saudi-backed LIV and will be switching to it soon. Unfortunately, yeah, they're gone, he said, while lamenting how critical he was of the players who've accepted such profitable deals with Saudi Arabia despite its questionable human rights practices. Now, Percy, let's not bring politics into golf, shall we? Let's just keep our comments limited to the fact that maybe the fellow Aussies gave Leishman enough motivation to drop PGA for LIV. Next, we're ready to bet Hideki Matsuyama is also one of them. This previous Masters winner is already exempt from qualifying for majors and also doesn't have to worry about the Ryder Cup. This makes him our next definite pick because, well, being the kind of player he is, he could definitely add more oomph to LIV Golf. Also, because he's absolutely adored in his native Japan, he could be a major crowd puller for LIV, so it just makes sense for them to sign him. Most sources have even suggested that he's been offered $400 million to join the series. That's a huge number, and to give you an idea of how huge, it's more than the on-course career earnings of JT, Tiger, Rory, Phil, and Spieth combined. It's also 10 times his PGA earnings, which makes it a bounty we definitely wouldn't have denied. So yeah, that's one well-paid golfer who we're totally sure will be in the LIV series. Then we have Anirban Lahiri, but that may not be true considering how he's always wanted to win on a PGA Tour and a major ever since he was young. Also, he's sponsored by Hero Motors in India, which is a super significant sponsor of the PGA and European tours. Lahiri has also spent 4 years on the Players Advisory Council now and has clearly become an insider in the PGA, although he has been found speaking in support of the Asian Tour, saying this could work well for professional golf in the region. Guess he's just happy for his friends moving over to the Saudi side of the tour. And then we've got Patrick Cantlay, who was leading the BMW Cup and has a ranking as high as 5th in the entire world. A player like that would be a great addition to LIV Golf, so you can see why we think he could be next. Cantlay has said, though, that he doesn't plan to move anytime soon. But hey, all recent events have proven that you really can't trust the words of these champions. Plus, we told you how all 7 of them have been part of the FedEx Tour, right? So obviously, one of the top guys from the tournament could be a dead ringer for the list. Let's also not forget Harold Warner III. Now, he could definitely be part of LIV's roster, considering how he recently won the Saudi International Tournament earlier this year. Since then, rumors about him being part of the new series have been going around. Next up, there's Joaquin Niemann, who's been termed a young superstar in the PGA. He's already made a name for himself among the seasoned players of the world, and we could definitely see him going for bigger tournaments in the future, including LIV Golf. Even his friend, Abraham Ansar, has moved to the Asian Tour, giving him enough motivation to do the same. All he needs is some convincing, and we've heard all LIV golfers are expected to do that, pull in LIV targets into the tour. No, really guys, it's added to their contract. Remember when Mickelson got suspended for it? So yeah, we're sure if Ansar got to it, he'd definitely be able to pull Niemann to the Saudi side of golf. We've also heard Cameron Young's name in the rumors, which just proves that it's definitely a field day to be a Cameron in the PGA. No, but seriously, this news came as a surprise recently when the Times mentioned that this PGA Tour rookie, who finished as a runner-up to Smith in the Open last month, could also be joining the LIV. He's surely one of the PGA's breakout stars, and him moving could serve another blow to the Tour's roster. After all, he's probably one of the most consistent players in the PGA who started the season outside the top top 100 and is now in the top 20 of the official World Golf Rankings. He's also secured 5 runner-up positions alongside O'Meara, Calcavecchia, Zoller, Parnevik, Els, and Singh. Wouldn't it make sense to make a move to win a PGA title before moving to another tournament, though? We don't know. And while No Laying Up on Twitter has mentioned how the Times article was misleading, we're still unsure of what to believe here. There are some other names too, including Victor Hovland, Sanjay M., and Shane Lowry, who were rumored to have joined the LIV. Honestly, at this point, names are being dropped all over the internet like confetti, and we just don't know which way to look to confirm. One more name we'd like to point out, though, is Bubba Watson, who was mentioned by Handicap 54 as one of the LIV entrants, but who also won't be playing in the 2022 tournament. The Twitter account hasn't really been wrong in its announcements and speculations, so guess we have another name to mark in our list now. As for the rest, we'll just go with our guts right now and say that the guys we've mentioned may just make the cut. Or if they don't, we've always got more players to name. But maybe we wouldn't have to, because LIV has always been timely with their announcements, and with 7 new names on their roster, they may be preparing an announcement as we speak. Guess we'll have to wait to find out which of our predictions came true and which ones we got fooled by the internet into believing in. But where the LIV Golf Tournament keeps growing its roster, PGA players are coming together to deflect its impact on its own teams, with their latest LIV Golf emergency meeting. That was spearheaded by Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy and attended by 23 other PGA Tour players in Delaware. The meeting was held ahead of the BMW Championship and lasted over 3 hours, at the end of which the participants quoted it as a good meeting. It reportedly included Woods and McIlroy's proposal that they've been working on for the past 2 years to strengthen the PGA from within. And guess it's working, because rumor has it their plans have already been approved by the Tour Commissioner, Jay Monahan. So what does this proposal include? According to Eamon Lynch at Golfweek, it's a super detailed one, proposing a venture that will have us see the world's top golf pros competing against each other in a non-green grass environment. Adding to that, the proposal also includes discussions about one-day events that will complement the PGA Tour schedule that'll probably launch in 2024. These will be technology-forward tournaments and will be staged in front of a live audience. So basically, tour within tour events, right? Leaks about the proposal even include details of up to 18 no-cut tournaments that'll feature the top 60 players in the world who will be competing against each other for a $20 million prize. We've also heard of suggestions that PGA Tour members may be paid $500,000 upfront to cover the expenses that'd go against their tournament wins. Another report suggested that PGA could even eliminate its non-profit status and could open the possibility of billionaire investors in the future. Now that's some big news, and we guess the players at PGA are definitely doing their best to make sure LIV Golf doesn't poach its best players going forward. Too bad some of them have already made their decision. Let's see who else makes the list before the year ends. That's a wrap for this video. Which golfer do you think will be a surefire entry in the LIV rosters? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.